What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tuck from BOREDinDE. I am sitting here with Sadiddy Hippie. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did
Okay.
right.
Yeah. I first came to meet this young lady. She was doing some vending. She was selling soaps, and actually, she had something that I definitely wanted to get. It was some massage oil. Like it was a massage oil candle. You burn the candle, and then it comes to the oil, and you get your Mr. Miyagi on and everything. And I checked it out on her site. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to get some of that and everything. So first off, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thank you
it.
for taking time out your Wednesday evening to hang out with us and everything. Where did the name Sadiddy Hippie come from?
I'm a little bougie, very natural, and I like to live with nature and take care of the earth. So I put the two together. Like, I haven't seen much of the combination of integrity, classiness, elegance, high.
So what came first, the name or the goods? Like, were you always making the goods? The goods came before the name.
Yeah, because it was under another name. I had called my business Initiative, and
A play off your name.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it didn't go over so well. But I always liked the word bourgeoisie, and nobody can say that either. So
yeah, I'm not going to tear it up because I'll be bourgeoisie.
So I wanted something that would be that people could remember. They can see it in their mind and represented who I was as a person. And so Sadiddy Hippie, came about.
So how many years have you been in business under that name?
Under that name, about 2.
Oh, 2?
2 years.
Okay, so I must have just came along and met you when you first got started. Because the first bar soap I got from you, it was in plastic and it just had the label on it. It was like plastic, but I loved it. I can't remember the name, that scent. That one I used immediately. The other one that I bought from you from when it was at the Delaware Museum, that one, yeah, I kind of misplaced it and stuff like that, but it still did the trick and I still enjoyed it and stuff. And I'm glad she came bearing gifts, y'all. And I'm mad that I got to share one of these with my homie, my co-host, and my engineer in the background, Jarrell. I'm going to give it up to him, but, after the camera shut off, he's going to be like, brother, smell which one you want. I got the other one. And that's it.
I already said it.
But there was the evolution of the packaging.
Yes. This packaging is real nice, and I like you said, you're earthy and what bougie is not it, but this works. This works as simple, and I can tear right into it. I hate when you have to get some scissors and cut it and stuff and everything.
Why'd you go from plastic to that?
Because we want to be sustainable. In the hippiness of it all, we still want to be good stewards of the earth, and so I constantly think of ways to use biodegradable packaging, cut down carbon emissions, and so I went from the plastic, which plastic comes in handy. Like it was a nice, element, and it helped to keep the moisture out of my product. So I had to figure out ways to do that same thing, be aesthetically pleasing, and plus be the steward of the earth. So that's how.
Well, you definitely did it. You definitely did, and I love how you keep it simple. You have Facebook and Instagram and your website. Simple, because sometimes in social media we can have 30 different places. It's like, no, you want to see what I offer and what I'm doing. These are the 2 places, and the website's the overall place where you actually go buy and stuff like that. Yeah. Does online help you do well online, I'm assuming? Selling products online?
With soaps, the people want to smell and touch.
Okay.
So I have repeat customers that come to the website, and they can order packages, they can order gift sets, stuff like that, things that they've already tried. But mostly it's boots on the ground. I'm outside. They're touching, they're smelling. We're talking about the product and ingredients.
So they usually show up after, you go to the website after they usually bought the soap, seeing you at a vendor in an event or something like that. Okay. Yeah, because Yeah, I guess that makes sense and everything. Like, what else do you do besides? So, like, I talked about the massage, the candle and stuff like that, and the massaging oil.
Well, I have some sugar scrubs with charcoal. I have balms and sprays, room and body sprays. I have a spray called Clarity that people love right now, and it's to clear the air and clear your mind and get you focused on the task at hand. You can spray in the air, you can spray on your body, and then I also have Black Jasmine now as a spray, which is one of the soaps I gave you, and that has some bergamot and jasmine oil in it as well.
I don't care which one I get, so I smelled them both already. I'm good.
Now, me and Darnell's cool. Actually, when I first launched this podcast, he was my first guest.
Okay.
Yeah, he was my first guest, and I follow both of you guys on Instagram, and I noticed that he had something. I had to pull it up on the site real quick. Luther Vandross Bar. It floored me because I'm thinking he's just being smart about it, but I go to the website and there it goes. Yeah. Now what's in that?
So Luther Vandross has a loofah built inside of it. So if you wanted to exfoliate or scrub with the loofah and the soap at the same time, you could. And the sultry part of the Luther Vandross is it's made with cocoa powder and rose oil and a little bit of red clay. So you'll get the cocoa smell, you'll get some of the rose smell. A house is not a home. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, she took it there.
That's right.
I think after this episode airs, that's going to be a big seller. Because I think I'm going to have to grab me a bar of that. Because she said it's all in one. I'll show you the picture, but it's all in one.
If this soap were mine.
Hey, listen. Never too much.
Oh man, but who taught you how to make soaps? Was it something that was passed down from like a grandma, my aunt, or somebody like that, or is it something that you just got curious about and went out there and did on your own?
I did it on my own. So my daughter has eczema, and she wanted to smell something other than oatmeal and medication and calendula oil. So she was like, there's nothing out there for me to use but Aveeno. Like I'm using all these creams and stuff. And then we would look at the packaging for even Aveeno, and there are things in there that we can't even pronounce that look like they came out of a laboratory.
Right. So you didn't know what kind of effect that would have on her because you can't pronounce it, let alone have to type so many letters and syllables to look it up.
Right. So then, a simple Google search, like homemade soap. That's where it starts. And so you just do your research. It took me about 2 to 3 years to get the combinations and ingredients that I have currently. Because I would try it out on friends and family and myself and what do you think about this? Does this dry out? And so it just came from that. And then people would be like, well, do you have body scrubs? Or, well, do you make this? Or,
so what just elevated once you had the soaps and had people testing it out and everything like that, people would just start asking for other things like, do you have this? Do you have that? So, wow. That's a nice start. Now, from the soaps to the oils, as you can see, y'all, it's a reoccurring theme with me back to the massage oils and everything. With that, how did that come about?
So the massage candle specifically?
Yes.
I wanted something different. I wanted something like out of the box. And then I came across, massage candle. Like, okay, you light it while you're giving a massage? No, you pour it onto your skin. And so it's soy based, and soy wax melts at a lower temperature than paraffin. And so it doesn't burn. It's just a warm, nice oil. And then you add your butters, you add your other oils. You can add coconut. You add your scent, and it's just nice. It's a nice warm oil, or you can use it as a balm without having to burn it. So it's a little bit thicker, like that Vaseline.
But it's kind of cool because you can burn it as a candle and enjoy the aroma, and then you can use it as an oil and enjoy the aroma.
Right. And it's for the full body, like feet, elbows, hands, legs, back, whatever.
Now, do you get any special requests? Like somebody asks you, like, "Hey, girl, can you make this, and this.
I have, yes, but I make my decision on whether or not to do that based on how well I can make the product.
Okay.
I don't do shea butter
Mm-hmm.
because I know so many women and entrepreneurs that make excellent shea butters.
Okay.
And I don't need to go. That's not my lane. My lane is soaps, sprays, and massage candles.
Cool.
So, but whenever I get a chance, I do refer people to those entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm all about referrals and keeping it moving, and economics within our culture. Like, I'm all about that. If
Keep that black dollar in the hood, you know,
exactly.
instead of having to run out there to somebody else, especially when they use ingredients we can't say or know what they are. So,
right.
yeah, definitely keep it local and keep it in the community and everything.
Yeah, if I can refer somebody that I know has a good product and it has integrity and will take care of the customer, then I definitely will refer them.
And I think that's beautiful how you're so humble with that, because most people be like, nah, let me go ahead and get in this slice of the market. You realize that other people are doing that portion well. It was never really a thing. It's just as easy for you to refer them clients, and I'm quite sure they return the favor and everything.
Yep.
So it's all love, you know. One hand washes the other, both wash the face. As simple as that. I just wish more people in business gravitated towards that, because sometimes we're in this culture of, you know, I gotta have it all, I gotta have it all, I gotta have it all, and you know, people really be missing out on some really good partnerships and good products because they try to wear too many hats for one thing.
Right. It's not really competition. It's like cooperative economics, like,
which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does.
And it really, the benefits outweigh whatever couple dollars you're missing by referring somebody to somebody, you know, somebody else. The benefits way outgrow that and everything. And one thing I did want to ask is that I know, you know, you're not doing a storefront. You do basically online, and then you show up to events, like as far as vendors and everything. Like I know we just was talking off camera about the Ladybug, and I saw you at the Delaware Museum, and then pretty much I can honestly say any Afrocentric event I've been to in the area, I seen you or seen posts that you were there and everything. So you seem to be up on top of it. Like I just envision you having a calendar that has stuff all on it saying, I gotta be here, I gotta be here, I gotta be here, I gotta find a sitter, I gotta do this, and this.
Right.
Like you're just like a one woman, you know, company.
Well, I do have help.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I can't do it on my own.
So, which we were just saying. So wow.
With growth, you need people and people you can trust.
And I've recently been told that, so yeah, but oh man, it's just Sadiddy Hippie. I love that name, and I never would have put them together, because you know you always had something like growing up. You'd be like, man, that's a Sadiddy motherfucker, and then you got, oh man, you know they think they hippies. And the thing I like not only about your name but about you is that you're genuine. Because, you know, right now with social media, everybody wants to be something. And it irks my soul when I see people say, oh, I'm a hippie. Just because you might wear some flared jeans and, you know, got your hair a certain way, and you're not a hippie. That's a whole lifestyle. It's almost like, I understand rappers, but I love MCs. It's a difference. Like, you know, it comes from within out. You just can't throw some clothes on and say, oh, well, I'm a hippie. Or
one trip to the Salvation Army, now you're a hippie.
Right.
Nah, you just broke.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I'm thrifting now, so yeah, I'm a hippie and stuff. Like, hippies, you know, that's not all what a hippie is, but you're definitely genuine, and I've heard nothing but good stuff about you and your product. Actually, like right before I approached you to come on the show, I kind of like reached out to a couple people and be like, yeah, what do you think of Sadiddy Hippie? And everybody had nothing but great praises for you. And that was, and when I talked to Darnell and saw the Booth of Vandross, I was like, wow, yeah, I definitely got to get her on for that. And
how'd you find people that you could trust? Like, how'd you find that support team?
Yeah, how did you find people you could trust in your support team?
Well, by people, I mean one person right now.
Okay.
One of my closest friends from high school, Amy, she does some of my marketing and does work some of the events with me. So when I'm overwhelmed or if I want to bounce ideas off of her, what do you think about this? She knows me and she knows the brand and she likes the products.
So she knows what you like and knows exactly what to go for.
Exactly. She can tell me, whether this will work or she'll introduce new ideas. Like maybe this will work. What do you think? So when I started Sadiddy Hippie, I wanted the foundation to be solid and the products to be solid. And so in doing that, you have to have solid people to tell you, no, that's not going to work.
Right.
You have to have good people. And so with the growth of the company, I see her moving into a more prominent position because that's the goal that I have, to go nationwide, to go worldwide. And to do that, the foundation has to be solid. You have to have solid product integrity. Like you said, to be genuine. Like if we're going to be about it, we're going to speak about it, we're going to be about it. And this is what the product is, this is what we're doing.
Right.
And I think we do that on social media all the time. We talk about where we're going, how to use our products, give you tips. If we see something better than what we have or something that can go in conjunction and work well with the product, like our deodorants. Martian Maine has great products that go in conjunction with the detox to use our natural deodorants.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and let you know. So.
And that's what's up, that you actually do research other people's products to see what goes in conjunction with yours, and that speaks volumes on your brand. Speaks volumes, because most people, like I said, they try to keep everything in-house and all for themselves, and sometimes it doesn't work out as they plan. And I think the only people that suffer is the owner and the consumer,
Right.
Because you're missing out,
And that goes with the hippie part, because there's, it's a oneness that we're trying to, bring to light. So, we're all in this together.
And I love that you're so humble, because, sometimes humbleness and entrepreneurship sometimes don't go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just get a little too extra, and that can turn off people to your product and everything. Like this is the first time you and I actually sat and talked, and I feel like I could just really bust it up with you. Like, we known each other for years and stuff, and that's not a vibe you get with everybody. Because some people, you'd be like, all right, motherfucker, something just get the fuck out of my face. Something just get out of my face.
Right.
But you, it's like, I can see, like, see you on, hey, and everything. So that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, holla at your girl when you see me in the street.
Yeah. Yeah, that was so cute. She was like, yeah, holla at your girl when you see her in the street. Like, yeah.
Like, I could just see her spitting gangster rap bars in her car.
I mean, I might.
Right.
Right before work.
No. I might.
She just might. But yeah, before we wrap up things, Sadiddy Hippie at Instagram at Sadiddy Hippie, and then I'm assuming Facebook.com/Sadiddy Hippie, and then you got SadiddyHippie.com and everything. They can reach out to you, and if they have any questions or want to make a purchase, they could do it through the site and everything.
Right.
And that's and we already talked about you'll take suggestions, but only if you can execute them on a level that you want to remain constant with everything else you do.
Right.
Like, you're not going to half-ass it.
No. If I can't do it, I'm not going to do it. I'll show you where you can get it. So.
G, did you have anything you want to add?
No, I'm good.
Whoa, that's the first. What's it, October 2nd? And G said he's good? Hello? Jesus? Did you talk to him before he got over here?
Yeah, he's going to get my soap.
Yo, he's just hanging out for the soap. That's what's up. But Sadiddy Hippie, I appreciate you taking your time, and thank you for the soap. I was going to say soaps, but yeah. Well, thank you for the soaps, but
yeah, I appreciate it.
You have my contact information. If you need more soap, let me know.
Yeah. And I'll make sure that he gets the website so he can order that loofah Vandross.
The loofah.
Yeah, because it's, I mean, dog, did you see this now? The loofah Vandross, like...
It's a hit.
What's your biggest seller?
The loofah
The
Vandross.
loofah.
And the massage candle and the clarity spray. Those are the best.
And you even make natural wood soap holders, okay?
I do. I was a sculpture major at UD. And I know how to get down with a bandsaw and a table saw. So...
Now that's a skill you don't hear too
Right.
many
What
sisters
made you-
talk about.
what made you major in
Oh, we got to jump back on that. Like, tell us about this sculpting and everything.
Well, okay, let's take it all the way back. I went to Cab Calloway. I was the first graduating class of 2000.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I created the school crest. If nobody knew.
Wow.
Yeah, because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. So you are the logo.
So you got some trivia, some Delaware trivia for you right there.
Yeah.
And then I went to UD for sculpture with a concentration in fiber art. With that, I was welding, I was doing constructive work with wood, in the wood shop, molding with metal.
Real quick, if the zombie apocalypse hit, I'm going to her.
Yo, I bet
Cause we can rebuild with her.
and she got swords.
Hey.
Yeah, actually, I do work in a forge sometimes.
Yo, he said that as a joke, and she's like, "Oh no,
Nah,
for
dog, I
real.
knew she had
I got
swords.
swords."
I knew she had it was too much woodworking and hot metal. Look, we're here.
And then I did some studies in Hawaii for a little bit with reductive sculpture. So that's like stone sculpture with marbles and
Wait.
granite.
You lived in Hawaii and did this?
I did
Wow. How long?
5 years.
So you lived in Hawaii 5 years doing sculpting on marble and granite and all that cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
You made a living?
I was a military spouse at the time.
Okay.
So.
still you was making a living, and that's Hawaii. That is wow. Man, I got some jewels, some Delaware trivia and everything. Like, wow. Now you know, I'm going to go to Cab Calloway's website and be like, I know who did your logo. That's what's up.
You better put your name on it.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
That's a whole different, like,
Politics.
it was, her creativity happened on our campus and everything like that. So we're just going to assume everything about it and stuff like that. Yeah.
On our space and using our computers,
Mhm.
technically, then they assume all control.
Right.
Welcome.
It was hand drawn actually.
Mm. So it was no Illustrator, no CAD, or nothing like that. That was just drawn straight up.
They didn't even give you the pins.
Man.
I mean, we know what it is. If we go down there, we know they recognize.
Now let me ask you this though. I know we was about to wrap it up, but you don't open up a whole new door of stuff and everything like that. Especially once you said Hawaii, it just came to mind. Like, what's the furthest you sent some goods? Like, had somebody from like Topeka, Kansas ordered something, or
It was Arizona.
Arizona?
Yeah, Arizona's been the farthest. And they never,
So-
not that I know of, they just went to the website and saw it and purchased some soap.
Wow.
How many stores are you in?
I'm in 2 stores right now. The Delaware Contemporary Gift Shop on the riverfront and Bellefonte Arts Center in the village of Bellefonte. And then I'm working on a 3rd one. So
And what do you have coming up next?
coming up next, we have the West Side Groves Art Loop
Okay, I saw Vandy posting about that.
on the 1st. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that's immediately next, and then we're working on some holiday craft fairs that we'll go through. I'm trying to branch out into some Philly markets.
Okay.
So I'll be up in Philly. And then we're working on all organic or more organic ingredients. So look out for that.
Man, that is what's up.
Is it hard to get in stores and hard to like network and deal with egos and people?
I guess trying to get into the store or anything like that would just be just sitting down with the owner and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like, you know, because like I said, with your personality, I don't see it being a problem now. Them big box stores, they probably say, oh, you gotta go through our buyer, but you know, like the small, you know, homegrown stores or, you know, dare I say bodega and everything, you can probably get in there.
Well, I wanted to start small. I didn't want to be too ambitious. And people keep saying, you don't know, you should be in the big box stores. You should go to the Whole Foods. Not ready for that yet.
Yeah.
And I know, like I said, I know where I am right now, what I can handle as far as inventory, for like cans and production. There are still more improvements I want to make before I get into big box.
Before you become the Carol's daughter of soap.
Right.
and CVS and everything like that.
I want to be surprised.
Right. Her story is amazing too.
But yeah, as far we only approach local shops in our budget that we could afford as far as the consignment of it all and the negotiations and what we could produce.
Okay.
So in the next year, with the product improvements, there will be package improvements. And
honestly, I love the packaging. I don't have a problem with the packaging. Not at all.
Who would you improve?
Yeah, what would you improve?
The label a little bit. There's some more information I want to put on there. Maybe on the back, probably. Switch up some fonts. I don't know.
Make it pretty, I guess.
Yeah.
Prettier.
I want to play with some things before we go.
And nothing is wrong with that. Yeah. Nothing is wrong with that at all. But yeah.
When you say we, who's the whole team, or is it just you and Amy, or?
It's just me and Amy.
Gotcha.
Well, mostly it's me.
And now, cause did I hear you correctly when you said that you have a day job as well?
Oh, I do. Yeah, 40 hours a week with 50, 56.
So you really have to find time to squeeze in to actually do this, because you know you're a parent, so
right.
You know that is a 24-hour till the universe calls you home job. That job never ends.
Right.
And you know, coming home to make your product and stuff, that's got to be. I don't know, but I guess if you like it, it's more like a stress reliever.
It is. It's therapeutic for me.
Okay.
Especially coming up with new scents and ideas and things like that, and sitting with my empire and like thinking about what's to come. It takes my mind off of the stress of my job. I'm a 401k administrator by day and a single mother of 3, business owner by night. So.
Oh man, you wearing many hats.
Yeah, it does get hectic sometimes, and that's where self-care comes in, and friends and family to tell you to sit down.
Do you find that your kids help you out a lot with this?
No, they don't. They don't do that.
They just, Mom, what you doing?
Yeah.
You making soap? Okay, see you later.
They help pack the car for events, but other than that, they don't work. They're lazy.
So you got 3 kids, 2 boys, girl? Okay.
A daughter, 15, and 2 sons, 14 and 8.
Okay. Yeah, so the boys old enough to start carrying stuff to the cars.
Yeah, that's some strong boys.
And that 14-year-old, he got 2 more years before you be changing them tires and Mom rotate them tires outside and everything.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna teach them. I change my own tires. Change my own oil.
They'll be making their own soap.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I'm an independent woman, but I know where to fall back when I need to.
So has your daughter taken any interest in what you do, or is this...
No.
She just do her thing?
Do you care?
No. I want them to be who they are.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't want to go into the soap business, I mean, as long as they have a job, do a trade, something, they don't have to go to college, just be something. Be what you want to be.
Now, do you find that having a 15-year-old, because I know she's probably familiar with Instagram and everything like that, do you have them being like, Mom, I always see you on my timeline, or does she even bother to follow you?
No, she does not follow me.
My daughter doesn't follow me either.
You talking about 15-year-old kids? Of course they don't follow your parents. Are you serious? There's no way in hell they're gonna follow you.
I mean, hey.
15-year-old kids, they want you to not follow them.
But I know in my situation, my daughter, she never really followed me, nothing like that. But she knows I got clout though.
Yeah.
She knows. She's like, Dad, one of my friends at school, their mom follow you. Like, what she look like? Show me a picture. Show me a picture.
Right, that's the first question.
I mean, when she was younger, yeah, that was the first question. But now, I'm a little older now, and settled down and everything, so I no longer get
So
to.
that's the third question.
Yeah, I no longer get to ask that question.
Third question, I'm like, see,
Just be like, yeah, tell us what's up.
it's inappropriate if I ask it too quick.
Nah, my girl got them nice hands. She like, be like, yo, did you just cut me?
You gonna be like, how she look bit? Okay, never mind. Didn't
Next thing you know, you start leaking, and it's like, oh man, what the? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My fault. I won't ask that question no more. Yeah, shoot.
No, she respects the flow. She respects the lane, but she doesn't follow me on the story.
Yeah, I thought maybe she'd be like, yo, girl, you need to try my mom's soap, something.
No, I'm still a mom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm her mom.
I don't know. Maybe this for my generation, because my dad did something. He's like, boy, you better tell your friends about this. Stop playing. You like to eat, don't you?
Right.
You can't eat this, but you can sell it. Sell it, you can eat.
Oh, people want to eat the soap. That's the thing. Yeah.
People want to eat the
People
soap.
want to eat it.
Because it smells so good that it's
That's the question. Like, it's all natural. Can I eat it? No, you can.
Wow.
But would you want to? No. Like, why?
Yo, there's some interesting people out here, because that didn't even dawn on me.
no.
But all natural? Yeah, like, it's all natural. Can I eat it? For what?
Right? Why?
Why?
Because they like to taste the eucalyptus. They've been waiting to put Luther Vandross in their mouth.
I got that Luther Vandross.
They've been waiting for that.
Man.
I feel like, look, if you want to, you most certainly can eat it. But why would you want
So that was probably the most weirdest thing somebody asked you?
Yeah, it's not tasty. I mean, natural, but it's not tasty.
Man. I'm lost at that. I'm
Well,
lost at that.
somebody asked me what kind of animal fat I use in my soap. And my soap is vegan. So, I mean, back in the day, they used to use, like, lard.
I think a lot of people are, their ideal of soap making comes from, what's that movie? Fight Club.
Yep, that's where mine come from.
Yeah.
Where he burned his hand almost.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I think that's where a lot of people say, oh, that's why you make soap with fats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nah, all natural. All natural.
Listen, fat is all natural. I got a lot on me.
I mean, don't be using fat.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
It's way too much paperwork.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain.
Yeah, no.
Yo, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
They ain't doing nothing with it.
It's a biohazard.
Okay, wear gloves. I don't know what to tell you.
She said her soap is vegan.
Alright.
Vegetable.
Use vegetarian.
And not that you would collect these type of analytics, but do you think a lot of your customers are vegan or at least vegetarian or anything like that? Because I know everybody is really taking their health, both physical and mental, you know, stronger into consideration. So, you know, the fact that you can actually say I have a product that is nothing from animals got to be a big selling point for somebody that's vegan and things of that sort.
It is. I used to do vegan fasts in Newark, and there was one I used to be at Willie's in Newcastle. I used to do the vegan brunches, and I would do well in those circumstances. It's not on purpose that my soap is vegan. It's just
It was your original choice. You decided I wanted to be all natural, so
yeah.
this is what we're using.
No, I'm not vegan. I'm a sometime vegan.
Sometimes you eat. Like sometimes you don't feel like meat. Sometimes you do.
Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do. I can fry some chicken one
Have
day.
vegan, have carnivore.
I'm an eater.
Yeah.
I eat the vegetables. I eat the fish.
Now, when I do fry my chicken, it's grass-fed chickens. I mean, like organic fed chickens. And when I do eat my beef, it's grass-fed beef, free range. Like, do a little research to get those.
Yeah, because you got to, because these animals that they're feeding corn and stuff, that's why these cats is crazy now.
Because she's a Sadiddy Hippie. You follow. Okay. You got like, after she said that, I was like, oh, okay.
We understand that.
Right.
We understand. I got you. Not just so.
It's a lifestyle.
Not so. And like I said, you are so genuine with it. It's a beautiful thing. But again, thank you for coming on. Thank you for taking time out your evening to sit with, clown 1, clown 2, and everything.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And like I said, here on BOREDinDE, we love to highlight and focus on people that's doing their thing here in Delaware and everything. And I love how you kept everything positive. You kept everything positive. We didn't, because sometimes you can get frustrated and say, "Oh man, I hate being here in Delaware. It's crabs in the barrel." But to me, the world is so much bigger than Delaware. Just do your thing, and people like you, they'll support you. They'll come out. They'll do whatever. It's just some people just get into the business and think support should just happen because we live here. Nah, you have to offer something. It has to be something that I find value in, and then I'll support your business and everything. But yeah, we're about to wrap this episode up. I do believe it's episode 9, but I could be wrong. If I am, I'm sorry to whoever was episode 8 and 9.
You're not really that sorry.
No.
What's that?
No, I'm not. But yeah, this is Tuck here at BOREDinDE. Got my man Jarrell in the background. You hear his voice, but you don't see his face. So I'll steal a picture off his Instagram, put his picture on it, on the video and stuff. So you be like, "This is Jarrell," and I'll see if I can catch one of them faces, like the Biggie face with the eyes all popped out and everything. And ladies and gentlemen, to find more about Sadiddy Hippie, you can go to SadiddyHippie.com. You can also go to Sadiddy Hippie on Instagram and Sadiddy Hippie on Facebook. And
the website.
I did say the website.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And for those who have a problem, I'll make sure that, I have information down below about it. But for those that, don't like to read, Sadiddy Hippie, SADIDDYHIPPIE. Now watch somebody say, "Yo, I went there, but it came up with something else." You wasn't listening. You wasn't listening. Sadiddy Hippie. It doesn't get any easier than that, and it's so catchy, and you can't forget it. And everything, you could just probably Google Sadiddy Hippie and get all the links you need. Okay. And everything. You're doing a great job. We're about to go ahead and wrap this up. Come in on Jarrell got to fight to see which soap. I really want both of them, but I can't have both of them because he's here. So probably rock paper scissors, see which one. Because he said he doesn't matter, but this one here is black jasmine, and this one's lemongrass and sage. I probably should keep that one because I got ward off them evil spirits from work. Go ahead and get rid of them evil spirits.
All right, fine. Give me the other one. I'll take all the evil spirits.
Okay. Everybody, thanks for checking this out. We'll be back next week with another guest and everything. Once again, this is your boy Tuck here at BOREDinDE. You guys have a great time. Peace.